it's Shirley and Sir Winston, and welcome to Kids Corner. Today, we're going to make something using toilet paper rolls. Sir Winston reminded me we haven't done it in a long time, and I don't know about your place, but they're starting to pile up here. We're going to make little gift boxes out of them. They can be used for party favors, or maybe you have a wedding coming up in your family. I know we do. Well, there's a birthday party coming up in the family too. So why don't we learn how to make them? Sir Winston's going to move back here to stay out of the way. So what are you going to need? Well, of course, a toilet paper roll, glue, scissors, and if you have tissue paper, wrapping paper, I saved some pretty tissue paper that I got a little while ago. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your toilet paper roll and you're just going to get rid of some of the bigger pieces of toilet paper that could be sticking to it, because we're going to cover it up. It doesn't have to be totally free of toilet paper. So it will depend on what kind of tissue paper you're using. This blue that I have is really quite see-through. So if you're using something that's quite see-through, you will want to put a couple of layers on the toilet paper roll. This one, not as much see-through, so I'll want to put one layer will be enough. And so I kind of pick a spot that I can easily tell when it goes around, and I'm just going to kind of wrap it all the way around, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to make a little mark where that is, and I'm going to cut it across. Now, I have the length of it, but I don't need it this wide. So what I'm going to do is lay it down that there's about this much on either side. Again, I'll make a little nip with my scissors, and I'll cut up so that I'm left with the rectangle. I'm going to lay it face down so that the good side doesn't show. I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put a line of glue at the beginning and at the end, because I'm going to roll this, and I'm going to take my finger and spread it, the glue around, so that it won't, when you put it down, really come out the sides. And this is where it's useful to have a wet face cloth to wipe your finger. So you're going to take your toilet paper roll and put it down over the edge, press it down, and roll firmly. So that it goes all the way around, and press down the edge. And you should leave it a few minutes to dry. So I'm going to put that to one side, and I have already done it with another one, and I've let it dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold down the edges over the edge of the toilet paper roll. But first I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to run along the inside of the edge, and I'm going to take my finger and spread it around, and I'll do that on the other side. And that way it ensures that the glue goes all the way around, because it's really hard to do that with your glue. I'm going to wipe my fingers off on my face cloth, and I'm going to go and I'm going to tuck down the edges of the paper so that it's all folded down neatly, and I'll press it in so that it catches the glue. And I'll do that on the other side. And again, press it down so it catches the glue. So you can see it looks like that. And I'll put that aside to dry for a few minutes. Wipe my fingers off again. And I have one that I've already done that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on the table. I'm going to take my fingers, put them across from one another, and press down in the middle so that it forms almost like a crescent moon, so that you can see that it looks like that. It closes it in, and you want to overlap because you don't want what's in it to fall out. And we do that on the other side. We're going to have to hold it up, press it down, and then kind of use your fingers to make sure it goes down. And you can make that bend a little more. So we've got this formed, but really, if it's going to have a gift inside, you need to put something in there. So we're going to open up the edge here. I'm going to clean off my fingers again because they're full of sparkles. And Sir Winston thinks we kind of should put some candy inside. So I'm going to put it into my hands. I'm going to put some candy into it, fold it down again. Now, you could either leave it like that, or you could take some ribbon and you could put your ribbon around the edge like that, and we're going to tie our ribbon in a square knot. So that's kind of tying one way right over left, and then the other way left over right. And you can either tie it into a bow, or you can carefully open up the edge of your scissors and go like that, and it will twist. And there we are with a little gift package with some candy inside. Shall we have a little prayer together? If you could bow your heads and repeat after me. Loving God, thank you for the gift of summer. Help us to be kind to others and to your world. Amen. And we'll see you next time at Kids Corner.